Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Scottish Sim Guy here, and here we are on Riverside Farm on Saxlingham by Farm Sim Briscoe. So this will be episode 4. So in the last episode we got some barley, got that brought back, and we basically started filling the silage pit. So with that, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to stick these triggers off because I've still got triggers on. There we go. So yeah, we started bringing some silage into the pit. So I have got all that done. So all the grass is in. So I never filled the pit. There's about 400,000 litres in there. So I thought that was enough. So that left me 2 fields that I've baled. So we're going to get them wrapped, but still got the barley straw to go and bale, so going to jump in the tractor just now, and we'll head up, we'll get this barley straw baled and then come down. We'll get the wrapper and get the grass bales wrapped, and then get the bales probably brought back in and probably see how that is for an episode. So the last one was about 57 minutes, so it was touching that hour long, so hopefully not make it as long a episode today. So I think there's about 8 bales in that field, there's maybe about 4 or 5 in the next, so there's not a lot of grass bales, but I just thought I'd do some, and just stop at the 400,000 litres in the pit, because I think that should hopefully be enough. I don't think I'll need any more than that, but time will tell and we'll see. So I'm going to wrap the bales that we've got there, and then there's a field behind the farm that I'm probably going to just get a few bales of grass off that, which will do the sheep at some point if needs be, and then I'm going to plough that and get that sown. And then there's a good bit of cultivating and stuff like that to do, a bit of dung spreading, slurry spreading to do, and see where the episode goes and the series goes. I am in plans of doing another farm build on here, so I've kind of looking at areas, and now I've not got 100% where I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do. Once I've kind of finished this episode, I'm going to jump on, have a look at a couple of areas on the map that I think would be good, get my farm built. Whether I need to downsize some of the fields and make them smaller, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see how it goes from there. But that would be another little farm build, hopefully. I want to do another farm build, and of course, I think it's a week tomorrow, so the 4th of November, Highlands Fishing comes out, so I think it's 1 o'clock our time here in the UK that will be dropping. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon that should be dropping here in the UK, so yeah, looking forward to that coming next a week, a week on Tuesday. So today is Monday the 27th, yep, Monday 27th today, so that's the 4th of November that's dropping, so a week tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to that. I was just checking some fact sheets and stuff like that over for some of the machinery, and I love that obviously Bunnings are very, very well used maker spreader here in the UK, and I know for 22 somebody had released Bunning spreader, and it was meant to be coming for console and it never came out, and it was one of the probably mods I was looking forward to the most, because I kind of thought that we lacked a decent UK dung spreader. A lot of them are really, really big and makes that we don't really use here in the UK, so I was looking forward to that, and that obviously never came for console. And when I seen the trailers and that to Highlands Fishing, I was like, oh, Bunning, brilliant. And then when you look at the fact sheet, it's one of these big Bunning wide boys, and it's 300 horsepower to run the spreader, and I'm like, that's fantastic if you've got a big massive farm and big tractors, but what if I just want to run the same size tractors as I'm running right now, 200 horsepower being the biggest. So I'm hoping, and I think I have heard and seen through the grapevine, that there is somebody making a bunning spreader, and that will be released after Highlands fishing, so it will be, you know, hopefully out for console, and it will be stickered up as a bunning now that they have the licence for it, so that would be absolutely fantastic if that was the case. And it's one of the things as well as looking at it, it's like, you know, for a Scottish map, you would have thought that it might have went and got a bit more Scottish or UK equipment. It'd be nice if you had like Stewart or Marshall trailers. You know, Stewart makes some brilliant trailers, and then Marshall with their dung spreaders and their trailers as well. It would have been pretty cool if some of those makes were in, but whether that maybe drops at a later date, I don't know, but it would have been nice, you know, obviously get fast track in there being a UK mate and things like that. But no, I was just thinking about it because I actually spoke obviously about Richard Western in the last episode and how it would be good if they were in the game, and then I was thinking about it would have been absolutely brilliant if it actually went down the Scottish route and had Scottish manufacturers, so the Marshall trailers and Stewart trailers are both up in Aberdeenshire, just outside Aberdeen on the north side. So yeah, it would have been absolutely brilliant if they were in the game. I know there was a Stewart trailer in 22 and it was obviously for console stickered up as a lizard, but somebody had brought that out for 22, so it'd be nice if we had that again for 25. And obviously Marshall, they do have the licence for that, because when Marshall stuff does drop for console, it is stickered up as Marshall, and we've had like trailers, bale trailers and some little barrel dung spreaders, but it'd be nice if we had one of their bigger dung spreaders, the rear discharge spreaders with the pusher. So yeah, but hey ho, we can only play with what we've got, and in all honesty, and it's nothing against any of the mods that are out there or that, just from being from the UK, I do really like to try and use UK and Ireland manufacturers of equipment. It's what you kind of see about here quite a lot. Obviously there are foreign equipment from Germany and such like that get used quite regularly as well, but just we've seen that and been using it in the past, it'd be nice, but without all these mod makers, the game wouldn't be what it actually is, in all honesty. So we've got to thank them for what they do and what they want to bring to the table. It's all down to them what mods they want to make, that's what they bring out. So, and we're just happy enough to play them, because it does make a big difference in the game. Without all these mods, the game would be very basic. You get sick of using the same tractor and equipment all the time, and it'd be left to giants to make new stuff and release it through a kind of mod hub. But and we'd only be stuck with the same maps as well. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to Highlands fishing. So yeah, can't wait till it comes out. But yeah, we'll get this field baled. I'll get so much of it done, I'll stick it on a time lapse to get it finished off. Then yeah, as I say, we'll go and put the wrapper on, and we'll wrap the however many bales we've got. Won't be any more than like 13 or 14 bales. We'll get them collected, or they can just sit in the field. And now we'll have this straw to come and lift, and we'll have the straw in the beet field that we've done in the first episode to lift as well. So we'll get that done, and we'll see how long the episode is. I dare say by the time that I finished baling this field, go and stick the wrapper on and wrap those few bales that we've got down there, and then gather up the forklift. We'll go and we'll lift the straw bales first. So I'll come up and I'll lift these ones first, then lift the ones in the beet field that we've done in the first episode. I might, with the silage ones, or whether I might just stack them at the side of the field, and come and get them when I need be, but we'll see about that. But I'll just finish off this second run roundabout, and we'll see about sticking on a time lapse. Hopefully a good few bales off of this field. I know we had 12 bales off the wheat field, so we'll see how many we get off this barley field. Hopefully more than 12, and then by the time what we've got down in the shed as well, fingers crossed it's enough for winter. I'm hoping it's enough for winter anyway. I can always buy some in if needs be. So going to fire down this row here, and then there's a little tail to tidy up down there. I dare say it, with that combine leaves quite a wide swath, doesn't it? Does leave a really wide swath. But I don't remember it being that wide when it's coming out the back of the combine. But well, that is what it is. Right guys, I'm going to go and stick it on a time lapse and get this straw done, and I'll catch you on the other side. Right folks, that is us finished baling this field, so I'm just going to eject that bale there, fold up, and we'll head back down to the farm and get the wrapper put on. I was actually having a think about something there when I was actually baling that, you know, having to come up every run. I'm pretty sure that my merger would have fitted in and managed to put 2 rows into one. But then I was thinking about it, is that you come up with a merger, you put 2 rows into one so you can bale it faster. But you're 1 run for every length doing the merger, but then you're 1 run again for every swath with the baler. So technically you're running twice down every run, and granted it'll be half the amount of runs, but then that's double the amount because you're doing it twice, which equates to doing the exact same as running up and down every single swath with the baler. So it would have been 6 or 2 3s in all honesty. It's it wouldn't, I don't think it would have saved much time at all, maybe in a really big field. if you can go faster with the merger and putting it in to two swaths into one, it might end up being, but I just think I could have done this with the merger. I would have got two swaths into one and it would have saved a bit of time, but then still had to come up and bale it, so that's another tractor running more, you know, it would have worked out the same amount of fuel probably, etc. But I don't think there would have been much in it, in all honesty, so I'll just stick to doing it with the baler. It didn't take too long, and we got there in the end. So yeah, we'll go down. I'll ditch this. We'll just stick the wrapper on the 7S, and I'll tell you what, we'll stick the wrapper on this. I'll put the 7S on the bale trailer for the straw, and then that'll, yeah, we'll use the 7S to bring the straw down. That'll do, so I'll actually go and hitch this baler off in the wash bay because it's needing a bit of a clean, so is this tractor in all honesty. But that's all the baling for just now, so I actually need to wash the moors as well, but I'll just stick that in there. I'll go and ditch this tractor. No, putting the wrapper on this one, haven't I? Yep, in here for the wrapper. Back up there, so right, I'm going to wrap some silage bales now. Quite like these wee 6 and 7S series Fergies. In 22 I used to run 6000 series and the 7000 series usually. I see there's just a 6000 series not long out on Mod Hub that I might end up downloading and maybe using it. We'll see. Right, let's see about getting some bales wrapped. Oh, you're kidding me on. Have I put the big... No way, I thought it took 240s this. I baled everything in a 240 and I was wondering, so does this wrapper take 240? It should. Surely. If that's the case, looks like these will all be grass then, and they'll not be getting wrapped if that's the case. Bale is not supported. Ah, nightmare. Let me double check this. Vehicles. Down to Coon. Wrapper. 125 to 150, no. 180 to 220s, and I've done 240s. I had to knock it down one. Oh well. Looks like that is being kiboshed. I knew I had to knock it down, I think, to 220. I totally just forgot about that. I forgot if you do it in the largest setting of bales with that baler. Because that baler, where's Crone, is 180 to 240. So it's just 20 centimetres too big. There is, if I got that pack, or did I get rid of it? If I really wanted to, wrappers, I could have went, bale wrap. Oh no, I've not get rid of it. So there's one where with bigger bales you would have been able to bale it, but no, I tell you what, that's fine. I'll just, for all that is, I've got silage sitting there, and this is grass, and then I've got straw, so I'll just go stick this back in. I'll need to remember that for next time, just to knock it down a bale size, if I'm wanting to wrap it, which I might end up just going and setting that baler at 220 rather than 240 and just do everything at 220, and that saves a lot of hassle. I'll go and stick this back. I'll go and grab the forklift. We'll stick a bale trailer on, and go and get some straw lifted. Oh, I knew there was something I was forgetting to do, in all honesty. Because I usually do if I'm doing square bales, I usually do the straw in 240s and do them larger, but I know I usually have to knock them down a bale size if I'm wanting to wrap them, which is an absolute pain in the backside, but hey ho, it's because when you look at a wrapped silage bale, so actually if you look at a wrapped silage bale there, you'll see they're shorter, they're not as long, so a bit dumpier, and that's obviously down to the fact that it can't take that size. Right, I was going to put the 7S on the bale trailer. Now I just need to remember where I put the bale trailer. I think it is out by the bales. If I zoom up, oh, can I see it from here? Yeah, there it's there. So I'll go and get that bale trailer, and I'll go and take the trailer up to the straw bales, and then I'll come back and I'll take a forklift up, and then we'll get started on lifting some bales. So much for some silage bales, but hey ho, I've got silage there, and the cows aren't coming into October, so in all honesty that pit might have fermented by then, so it's not as if I'm needing to feed it now. There's plenty of grass out in the field for the cows, which actually I'll just need to double check because I have knocked it forward a month. So sheep have still got plenty of meadow grass. No, I need to go and feed them. They've nothing at all. They've eaten everything. So I'll need to go and knock some silage out to them guys. So yeah, that's what I need to do. I'll need to go and take some silage bales out to those guys, so I'll jump in. I always forget to do that. It's usually sitting pretty, and then you knock it forward and come into next month, and it's the first thing I usually forget to check is if they're needing anything and they've used up all the meadow grass. So I'll take this up to the field, and I'll come back and I'll get the straw done first, and then I'll run some silage round to them guys. Might just put some silage bales in the wagon and run the wagon round. Be quicker than taking 4 bales at a time. I don't know what's in a silage bale. Depends, it's quicker. Holds more if it's, I think it's at 5,000 in a silage bale. So that'd be if you get 4 bales, 20,000. And I think the wagon's 20,000 litres or 22,000 litres, the feed wagon. So yeah, we'll head up here anyway guys. I will stick this trailer in that field, get ready, and yeah, I'll then stick it on a time lapse, bring a forklift up, and get the trailer loaded, and then we'll bring it back down to the farm and get it unloaded, and then do the same with the grass, and that should hopefully do us for this episode. Will be there or thereabouts, time wise. So yeah, still reeling it. I forgot about that bale size and not being able to. Yeah, I'm just going to scoosh up here. Going to draw it in through into the middle of the field up here. Just leave this tractor sitting just about here, and I can collect the bales, save moving about too much. Right guys, I'll nip it onto a time lapse and I'll catch you on the other side. Right everyone, that is all the bales all gathered up. So 26 bales all over the two fields, the wheat field and the barley field. So that with the, I think, 8 that was already in the shed, I'm hoping that is enough to bed the cattle during the winter, but we'll soon find out. I think it should be. I think the sheds take 20,000 litres of straw, if I remember rightly. So to bed the 2 of them, that's 40,000. Don't know how long that'll last. Going by a day per month, maybe 2 months, maybe. Not entirely sure. We'll figure out. If we need to buy some in, we'll buy some in. But we'll head back to the farm and we will get these unloaded into the shed. So these 24 bales on the trailer are equating to 216,000 litres, and then with the 4 that are down, that I've taken down, and the 8 already there, that's another 12, so half of that again, so that's 158,000 on top of that 216, so that's a good 360 odd 70,000 litres, so hopefully that is enough straw, but we'll see. But I'm hoping that will be enough. If I need to buy some in, as I say, I will buy some in, but yeah, so we're going to go park this up round here, take the straps off, and then we'll get these bales in the shed, and then there's still a grass ones to come in, but depending on how long this takes me, we will just either do that in another episode or do it off camera. So I'm actually going to pull this in here a little bit, just so I'm not too near that fuel tank for unloading. We'll jump out and we'll undo the straps. There, mate. Go and get the Merlot, and we'll get these bales put away in the shed, and then hopefully I don't make too much of a mess of stacking them. But kind of way that I do it is I just go up, and then once I'm near them like this, then activate it, and then the 4 will jump on. So you're not, if you sometimes you end up taking bales away from another section and the bales just go all over the place, so I tend to wait till I'm up close, and if I'm doing 2 then lift it up to only take 2, but so we'll get plenty of room in here for the bales anyway. So we'll get these straw stacked in, and then I'm not entirely sure how many grass bales are. I might be just as quick running them in with a grab on the forklift rather than putting them onto a trailer to bring them in. Might just be quicker that way, but we'll see how we go. So I'll take this middle section off here, and then I'll get the other ones. Good. What you don't want to do is take them all off one side. You end up the trailer actually twists and they all end up falling off. See, that's try to take one for the top there and the other one just because I wasn't perfect, and you end up with that, an absolute disaster. But hey ho, it's yeah, I've kind of learned a few wee tips and tricks. I remember going up and first time using this and bales just falling off the trailer left, right and centre, and then you forget to do it and you're trying to stack up like 3 bales on because you only had 3 bales left, and you forgot that you still had it on auto load, and you ended up taking one off the trailer and all the bales in the trailer going all over the place. So there's just little bits and tricks and that, but that was one of, so I've got 2 bales falling off there, and it's just because I wasn't perfect. It started to take a top one from the other stack, so I always try and make sure I'm right against that like that, and I'll take that 4 rather than try to take from another area. So that's that, and put these in. But yeah, so I think what the plan would be is I'll get obviously the straw stacked in this shed, and obviously get the grass bales in off the field as well. So the grass fields I'm probably going to go, I might just spread some fert on them. So I'll get a spreader on and go and spread some fert on them. The plan would then be I want to go and get a subsoiler 2-legger, and I want to subsoil the tram lines in the 2 arable fields. Then I want to get some slurry and dung on them too. And there'll be a couple of grass fields actually. I'll tell you what, I might do one, see I never had that perfect again, and I end up making a mess of it, but we'll clean it up. So there'll be a couple of grass fields to go in as well, into arable. So I might dung what I can of the stubble in the wheat and the barley fields that we've just done, get them sorted out. I'm actually planning on maybe putting some maize in the hope that I've made enough money I can buy myself a little harvester, forage harvester, and we'll put some maize in the pit next year. Would hopefully be the plan. I'm going to collect that one there. So some of the fields might go for that, so that's a plan as well. So I've got a few ideas floating around my head, but obviously I don't know how far this series is going to go. Obviously I do, as I say, want to really concentrate when Highlands Fishing comes out, is concentrate on that map. I'm still going to have this one sitting, I might run it alongside, but it might well be that I go on to Highlands Fishing and I don't like it at all, just don't like the map, don't like certain things on it, and I might go nah and come back to this. We'll see, but I've got a few ideas of what I want to do. I would like to put some maize in and put some maize in that for next year. It's either that or build that pit with grass, build another little pit somewhere near where the maize fields would be, and I just run it off and stick it in there, and then when I need it I cart it down. That's always a plan, but I like to try and keep things small, and you could do that, you could go bigger, and yeah, well, I'm not entirely sure, I'm in two minds what I want to do. Right, so I'm going to set that down there like so, and I'm just going to go and grab these grass bales. I think it'd be quicker than farting about with a trailer, putting a trailer into a field for a couple of bales to then go into another field for a few bales, because I think the field across the road here from the farm has at least 8 bales in it, which that's 2 runs, and I think this one up here I'm not, maybe 4 or 5, I'm not entirely sure, it could even be 6, so we'll just nip up into this field. So there's definitely 2 there, 2, 4, 6 or 7 in here, so there's more than what I thought. So we'll get in here, get these bales off, get them put away, and then yeah, next episode I think I'll get some fert on this field, and the other grass ones, just so it's sitting ready, so that if I'm needing to do another last gasp cut of silage, which I don't think I'll do. There's one field behind the farm, as I said, I'm going to plough that, but I'll take some grass off it first and I'll make it into silage. I'll remember to reduce the bale size, and then we'll see how we're going. If we end up with the pits not empty and it comes like April, May time, then I'll take an early cut and do it as bales. I would love Farming Simulator, and I know it's probably really hard to do with how the game runs, but if you were able to put one cut into the pit and sheet it, and then once you unsheet it, you can put more on the top of it, so you're actually lifelike as if you're doing a couple of cuts, because otherwise you just actually need to leave the pit open. So maybe the good thing about having two pits is if you're using out of one, that then you can put stuff in one pit and leave it open, and then once you've fully got it done, then you can cover it, and you've still got that other pit with stuff in it. But yeah, it would be brilliant if you could do that and to put several cuts into the pit, but like sheet it in between times and then put it on top of it. But obviously it won't allow for that, just the way the game runs, unfortunately. Right, so one run out of this field and two out the other field, so another 3 runs, and then that'll be all that stuff. And then that'll definitely 100% do us for this episode of a bit of baling and moving carton bales about and not getting anything wrapped because I'd done it in the wrong size of bale. But hey ho, I always got to try and remember these things. So, there's 4, so there's 8 in this field. I didn't think there'd be 8 bales in this field, the size of it compared to the other field, because I'm pretty sure there's only 8 bales in that field next door, which is a far bigger field. Just must have been a bit more of a yield in here. The fertilisation state must have been better. Oh well, so that's 4, 8, 8, 8, 16 grass bales. So yeah, a good amount of grass as well. I need to get some, there's no hay. I'm not planning on hay, maybe next year. But we're having beef cattle, I was just going to feed silage. Not worried about TMR or anything like that, in all honesty. It's just going to feed them silage. The good thing about 25 is now that you don't really need to feed TMR to everything. You can feed silage, which is, the norm for the majority of beef farms, is they'll feed them some silage and they'll feed them some hay. They're not doing a TMR. Some do though, I'm not saying that they don't. Some will, big beef farms that have a silage pit will feed a TMR. I know I used to work on one years ago. We were a dairy and a beef herd, and we used to do a TMR for our limousine cattle. Just used to put a bit of straw and hay through the silage, some feeding and minerals and stuff. Right. Get closer and then set them down there. And I don't know if that's just with the shed or whatever, but you see a slight colour difference in the grass bales there. They are both grass bales. No, they're not. The ones at the back are hay. Hay and grass. That's why I did get some hay bales in, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, so that's why I was like, why is there a slight colour change? But they are hay at the back. So there's 8 bales at the back that are hay. So, right. So that's 2, 3 and 4, which leaves 1, 2, 3 and 4. So yeah, 8 bales off of this field, 8 bales off the field next door, and it just seems a smaller field, but it's maybe because it's longer but narrower. So that would have been 16 bales of silage, but unfortunately I've baled them at the wrong size. So but yeah, I'll go and get these other 4, and once I've got these down, and then that'll be it for the episode. And I think, yeah, 100% we're going to put some fert down on some of the grass fields in the next episode, and then we'll go and buy a 2-legger subsoiler, and we'll subsoil the tram lines, and then we'll get some dung put out and some slurry put out, and and start getting cultivating done so we can try and get some crops in the ground for next year. Depending on how things go, I know obviously maize doesn't get sown for a long time. Might end up buying a couple of fields if I can raise the money for it. I've got obviously the wheat and the barley to sell. Got some wool coming off of the sheep that I'll need to go and sell for all that I'll get for that. It's not a lot of sheep either, but it all equates to something. But I know the fuel prices are they're expensive, I think, on this map, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so many ideas floating through the head that I don't know where I'll go with it. We'll just take it as it comes. I think I might change my mind before I get there, but yeah, definitely need to get some solid fertiliser out on these grass fields, and I'll keep the fertiliser, I'll keep the slurry and the dung for putting onto the arable ground now. And not that I've not got much left, and I can get some slurry put out at a later date when the cows are in. Right, fire that and down like that. Let that off there. Back this out the shed. Leave that there. Right, folks, thank you very much for watching episode 4. Do appreciate it all. Again, if you do like my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, comment. It all helps the channel. But I do appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch my videos, comments and talks away to us. Again, hit us up on Discord. I really need to keep on top of that. I'm really bad at it. But apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.